Good afternoon, groovy citizens, and happy winning Wednesday. So now today, it means a lot of things. Number one, it's Wednesday. So that means it's the middle of the week, which means unless you work the weekend, you only have 2 more work days. Well, no, technically 1, because tomorrow's a holiday. So 1 more work day, and then the weekend is here. Otherwise, you'll just have to work the weekend. But it's also the day before Thanksgiving. So I decided that I am going to do a reel tomorrow on Instagram and on TikTok. And I'll just really be wishing you all a happy Thanksgiving and to get you all to start thinking about what is it that you're thankful for. I think a lot of times we forget that Thanksgiving is really about being thankful. Yes, it's about family and friends and getting together and enjoying a great meal. Well, if you can cook, and if not, going out to eat. But it's also about being thankful. And so I really want you all to think about what it is that you're thankful for. And I'll be sharing with you guys what I'm thankful for. And hopefully you'll comment and share with me what you all are thankful for. So now let's jump into today's topic, which is nothing just happens. Nothing just happens. Now, as you all can see, the man is walking behind me. He has been power washing this house, and it looks great, and the driveway ever since this morning. So I am now just getting a chance to do my video because it was making too much noise, okay? Anyway, so I just want to explain why I'm just now getting to my video. So, oh, and before I say that too, it is still, as you can see, sunny out. It is 62 degrees. So today is actually a great day. Now, on to the video. Nothing just happens. So this quote is by Bishop T.D. Jakes. And he says, what do you do when the clock is against you and you have enough wisdom to do it over, but you don't have enough time to do it over? I don't know about you all, but that's powerful. What do you do when you have enough wisdom to do whatever that thing is over again, but you don't have enough time? What do you do when you miss your season and you miss your window of opportunity? What do you do when you know that you've got the desire to do it and you've got the passion to do it, but you look in the mirror and the wrinkles in your face and the sagging of your body indicates you don't have the time to do this all over again? She says, I don't have time to get pregnant all over again. I don't have a second chance. My life is over. Go away. Don't hang around me. I have nothing left to give. There are people when you start running out of time, you get bitter, you get desperate, you start pushing people away from you because they are asking something of you that you don't think you can give anymore. And you find yourself in a place of completion, and it feels like God has forgotten you. But I remind you that nothing just happens. At this age, at this stage, there's a reason why it happened at this age. Let me put a pin right there. Now, I don't know who I'm talking to. I'm not even sure what I'm talking about as it relates to you all as an individual. But somebody right now is going through something. You're dealing with something on your job, in your relationship, in your home, with your finances, with your car. Well, you name it, you are dealing with something and you're saying, Lord, why me? I'm at a stage in my life where I don't have the time, and when I say time, I'm really speaking of the age, to start this process all over again, because maybe you've had to give up your home, or maybe you've had to get another car. Well, I can't really say that with a car, because truth be told, it doesn't matter how old you are. You can start all over again with a car. No, but you get where I'm going with this, and you're thinking, I don't have time to start whatever this thing is all over again. Why is this happening? Why is this season of my life going the way it is? And as I was preparing my notes for today's video, all I could keep saying to myself was, Lord, thank you. Thank you, God, that nothing just happens. And I mean nothing. It may seem like stuff just popped out of thin air and you're wondering how or why is this, whatever this thing is, happening. But to be honest with you, nothing just happens. And I'll tell you why. Because, see, God knew it was coming. God knew that whatever it is that you're dealing with, he knew that it was coming at this appointed time in your life. Nothing is ever a surprise to him. It's a surprise to us, but it's never a surprise to God. He already knows when situations are going to come up in your life. He knows it already. He knew when you were going to be born, just like he knows when you're going to leave this earth, myself included. We don't know that, but he knows it, because the Bible even tells us that no man or woman, I'm going to throw that in there, knows the day nor the hour, but God knows. So when things happen, we're thinking, well, I wasn't prepared. I didn't see this coming. And it's all right, because God already knew it was going to come, and trust and believe he had time to prepare for it. Whatever it is, let me say this and I'll move on. But whatever it is that you're dealing with right now, do you know that God knew this was coming 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, depending on how old you are, 30 plus years ago? He already knew that you were going to be dealing with this in 2022. Just like he already knows what it is that you're going to be dealing with in 2023, good, bad, or indifferent. So nothing ever just happens. That man or that woman, they didn't just cheat on you out of thin air. God already knew it was coming. And to be honest with you, he was already preparing you for it, because he knew it was coming. There's a reason why it happened at this level in life. It's not a mistake. It's not an accident. God didn't fall asleep on the job and the devil came in and wrecked the car. No, God never sleeps and he never slumbers. He's in complete control, and he knows where you and he knows where you are, and he knows how old you are, and he knows how much time you spent, and he knows what happened to you, and he knows who walked out and left you. Come on, let the redeemed of the Lord say so. And he knows who betrayed you, and he knows who molested you, and he knows who raped you, and he knows who rejected you, and he knows where you are in life, and he knows about your bills, and he knows about your degree, and he knows that you dropped out of school. Come on, somebody. And he knows about what you didn't get, and he knows about the health of your child, and he knows about the condition of your neighborhood. Y'all, I'm going to have to go back and repeat that. That's worth repeating. When I tell you that nothing just happened, and God is always in the know, you may not always know, and I know I don't always know everything, but God knows everything. He didn't just fall asleep at the wheel. God never sleeps, nor does he slumbers. He's in complete control. Let me say this one more time. He knows where you are, and he knows how old you are, and he knows how much time you spent, and he knows what happened to you, and he knows who walked out and left you. Come on now. That's powerful right there. He knows who walked out and left you, and he knows who betrayed you, and he knows who molested you. And for those of you that have ever had to deal with a situation in which you were molested in any way, shape, or form, my heart goes out to you. And I send up a special prayer that God would move on your heart to allow you to let it go, and just know that he's going to take care of that individual. He knows who raped you. He knows who rejected you. He knows where you are in life, and he knows about your bills, and he knows about your degree, and he knows that you've dropped out of school. Now, I didn't drop out of school. I just didn't finish. I got 5 classes to finish up my bachelor's degree, y'all. But for those of you like Trump got out there and wanted to tell the story about his wife having a bachelor's degree, come to find out she went for a semester. God already knew that. We may not have known that, but God knew that. I'm sorry, I digress. And he knows about what you didn't get. He knows about the health of your child. He knows about the condition of your neighborhood. Understand Wait a minute. Wrong side. Understand that and tell yourself nothing just happens. If God knows all of that and he knows stuff that I didn't even get a chance to mention, you've got to remind yourself that nothing just happens. So when you're going through something, whatever that thing may be, great or small, God already knows and nothing just happens. See, God knew that I was going to talk about this particular topic today because he knows that somebody needs to hear it. I don't know who that is, and it doesn't matter who it is to me, but God knew that you were going to be listening to this video because he needed you to hear this. When people can walk away from you, he says, let them walk. When people can walk away, baby, let them walk. Don't try to hold on to anybody that doesn't want to be held on to. The older I get, if I were dating with someone right now and they said, well, Michelle, look, I think this just isn't working out and I need to move on. Bye. Bye. Have a good life. And guess what? I'm going to wave at you. Now, whether or not you're going to get all 5 fingers when I wave at you is something completely different. Y'all pray for me because I'm still a work in progress. You might get all these fingers, but you're definitely going to get one of them, okay? So it's all right. You don't have to be here. If you don't want to be here, go on about your business. Go on. Because I'm not going to beg you to stay. I don't want anybody in my life, in my space, around me in any way, shape, or form that doesn't want to be here. Bye. Because guess what? I'm quite happy with being with just me. But I digress. Don't you try to talk another person into staying with you, loving you, calling you, caring about you, coming to see you, staying attached to you. Hang up the phone and let them walk right on out of your life. Do you understand what I'm saying? Don't you beg another soul to do any of that stuff. If they don't want to call you, check on you, if they don't want to love you, if they don't want to care about you, honey, hang up the phone, hang it up, bye. You don't have to do any of that because I'm going to do all of that for me. Plus, God has sent people in my life that's going to do that anyway. And if you don't want to, then to, I almost got caught up. Y'all know where I was going with that, but I'm going to move on. Your destiny isn't tied to the person who left you. Can I say that one more time? Your destiny, my destiny, our destiny is not tied to the person or the people that left us. It just isn't. The Bible says they came out from us that it might be made manifest that they were not of us. For had they been of us, no doubt they would have continued with us. Can I say that one more time? Because that's powerful. The Bible says they came out from us, that it might be made manifest that they were not of us. For had they been of us, no doubt they would have continued with us. People leave you because they are not joined to you. Come on, somebody. See, when people are not truly joined to you, they're not going to stay. If they weren't there for the right reasons to begin with, they are not going to stay. And if they are not joined to you, you get super glue and y'all, this is powerful. He said, and if they're not joined to you, you can get super glue and you still can't make them stay. So if those people aren't joined to you, they're not going to stay no matter what you do. Heck, you can get Gorilla Glue because I think Gorilla Glue is a little stronger than super glue, and they still will not stay joined to you. So why are you begging them to stay? Let them go. Let them go. And if you don't know how to tell them to keep it moving, call me up and I'll help you out with that, okay? I told y'all I'm a work in progress. So, again, like I said, let them go. It doesn't mean Orpah was a bad person. It just means her part in the story was over, and you've got to know when people's part in your story is over so you don't keep trying to raise the dead. Come on now, because some of y'all spend too much daggone time trying to raise the dead. Last I checked, the only person that can raise the dead is Jesus himself. I don't have the power to raise the dead. And I promise you, if you get back up, you weren't dead to begin with. But again, that's a whole nother story for a whole another time. Leave the dead be unto themselves. Okay. He said, leave the dead be unto themselves. Now, some of you know who Orpah is, but for those of you that may not know who I'm talking about, and no, I'm not talking about Oprah as in Oprah Winfrey. Oprah Winfrey. I said Orpah, O-R-P-A-H. She is the second daughter-in-law of Naomi that we learn about in the book of Ruth. So if you get a chance, I would highly encourage you to read the book of Ruth. We see her make the decision to go back to Moab. We also learn that she portrayed as being and she's also being portrayed as being in an unfavorable light. But like I said, we don't have time to unpack that today. But I would suggest that you all take the time, if you have not already done so, to go back and read the book of Ruth. It is a powerful book from beginning to end. That much I can promise you. I actually bought a journal that breaks down the book of Ruth, and it was just absolutely amazing. So like I said, if you get a chance, pull up your Bibles, get in your word. You should be in your word every day anyhow. But if you're looking for a great book to read, I want to suggest that you go and read the book of Ruth. So you guys, I just really came by today because I wanted to really instill in you, because I don't know who needs this. And he understand this. When I do my car conversations, I pray about what is it that God would have me to share with his people. I always do. And so I don't know who needs to hear this, but I need you to understand that nothing just happens. So whatever it is that you're dealing with or you're going through, you're not going through and you're thinking, because I know you are, you're thinking, Lord, why me? What did I do to deserve this? This isn't just happening. This was meant to happen for a reason, because remember, whenever God opens doors over here, he's got to shut them over here. Come on, somebody. He can't give you what he has destined for you because your hands are full with stuff already. So he's got to let that stuff go in order that your hands might be open to receive that which he has for you. So whatever it is that you're dealing with, great or small, it may not feel good. And I'm so sorry that you're going through it, but I need you to understand that nothing just happens. There's a reason why you're dealing with what you're dealing with, because God needs you to learn something from it. God had to take that thing that you thought you couldn't live without, excuse me, from you, so that he can give you something much better. And I don't know about you, but God has never failed me. God has never failed me. Anytime he's taken one thing away from me, I promise you he's opened the door for something completely different. And it was much better than what I thought I had. Do you understand what I'm saying? So all I'm asking you to do is just trust him. Trust God and know that he has your best interest at heart, and he's not going to let you suffer. Okay? So again, nothing just happens. And I want you to, and I want to just remind you that, what did he say? That there are some people that are just not joined to you. They never have been and they never will be. And there's nothing that you can say or do that's going to make them be joined to you. Gorilla Glue couldn't even get them to stick with you. It just couldn't. Because they just were not meant to be joined to you, but you're trying to hold on to something or someone that was not meant to be there in the first place. That's why I always tell people, when folks come in your life, and I don't know about you all, but I do this myself. I ask God, Lord, is this person in my life for a reason, a season, or are they here for a lifetime? And keep in mind that being in someone's life for a lifetime, or even you being in someone's life for a lifetime, doesn't necessarily mean marriage or a relationship. It could just be a lifelong friendship. But I ask God, show me, Lord, if this person is meant to be in my life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. Are they there for a reason? Because they need to show me something. Are they there just for a season? So maybe they're just in my life for this short period of time. And then they're going to move on. But while they were here, they did some great things and showed me some great things and taught me some great things? Or, like I said, are they meant to stay here and being a part of my life for a lifetime, even if it is just as a friend? Okay, but nothing just happens, you guys. I need you to trust me and believe me when I tell you that, because I've been down that road too many times. So I know for myself that nothing just happens. There's a reason why you're dealing with what you're dealing with. There's a reason why you lost whatever it was that you lost. There's a reason why God brought things and or people into your life. There's a reason for all of that. But this is where you're going to have to sit down and talk to God and ask him to show you why you're dealing with whatever it is that you're dealing with. Because there is a reason for it. Listen, you guys, that's my time because I need to go and get my lunch. But I do want to say, if you're new to watching my videos, thank you so very much for joining me. And hopefully something that I said resonates with you. And hopefully it opens your eyes and your heart and your mind to say, you know what? Michelle is right. That thing that I just dealt with, that didn't just happen for a reason. I needed that to happen because it's made me a much better person because of it. And I promise you, if you really open your mind and your heart, it will come to you and you will see it. For those of you, this is not your first rodeo, I want to say welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me. Y'all know I love you so much. And when I don't get a chance to see you, I just miss you so much because I want you all to go out there and I want you to have a great rest of the day, but I want you to have a great life in general. Nothing just happens. So I need you to learn from whatever that thing is that you're dealing with right now. The people that left your life, that left you probably when you needed them, understand this. It wasn't meant for them to be there anyway because they're not strong enough mentally and or physically to handle whatever it is that you're going through. And God said, I need to get them out of your lives because all they're doing is holding you back. I have some strong people I'm going to place in your life, but I need to first get rid of those weak persons. Oh, my goodness. That'll preach all by itself. Y'all, excuse me, my sinus is draining. But that'll preach all by itself. So, again, go out there, enjoy the rest of your day. You all, if you have plans and you're getting prepared for Thanksgiving tomorrow, have fun doing it. Go out there. If you're going to be around people, y'all know the drill. You know my spiel. Please do so carefully. Make sure you have your hand sanitizer. Keep your group small. All that good stuff. And whatever you do, have fun, but just do it in a safe way. And y'all, let's just pray. I need you to do that for me because I heard this morning that there was a mass shooting at a Walmart. Turns out it was one of the managers that came in, had just left the break room or either went in the break room and started shooting up the place. I need you all to pray, y'all. I need you to pray. This world is going through some stuff. But what did I just say? Nothing just happens for a reason. But we're going through a lot of stuff. So I need you all to pray. Pray for those families. Pray for the families that are going through something in general. Excuse me. And pray for those who are going to be spending tomorrow by themselves because they don't have family. And they may not even have friends to spend Thanksgiving with. And I will talk to you all tomorrow. And I'm going to do, like I said, a reel on Instagram and on TikTok, and I'll share it in my Facebook group. So if you watch my videos there, and I also upload it to YouTube, make sure you check that out because I just want you all to have a wonderful day. And I want you to really think about all the things that you are thankful for. Love you all. And y'all know the drill. You know the spiel. There's nothing you can do about it. Absolutely nothing at all because I'm going to love you no matter what. I'm going to love you now, always, and forever. We are bonded together with super glue, gorilla glue, whatever other glue you can think of that's a strong glue. That's what's keeping us together. It's that love that I have for you all that keeps me coming back day in and day out, week in and week out, encouraging you the way I do because I love you all. Go out there and we'll talk again tomorrow. Until then, take care.